Now let's start with the first chapter, which is cube and cube root. Cube and cube root. Before starting this chapter, we should know the cubes from 1st to 10, right? So the cube of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and 11. We should aware about the cubes of these numbers. The 1 cube is 1, 2 is 8, 3 is 27, 4 is 64, 5 is 125, 6 is 216, 7 is 343, 8 is 512, 9 is 729, 10 is 1000 and 11 is 1331. These are the cubes from the number 1st to 10, okay? Now let's start about how to calculate the cube root. The first and important thing which you have to remember is the pair of 2 is 8 and the pair of 3 is 7. How we take this pair is as the end of 2 is 8, the end of 3 is 7, the end of 8 is 2, and then again the end of 7 cube is 3. And whatever there are the remaining, like 1 is 1, 4 end is 4, 5 end is 5, 6 end is 6, 9 end is 9, 0 end is 0, and then again 1 end is 1. So the first important thing which we have to remember in mind is the pair of 2 is 8 and the pair of 3 is 7. This is the most important highlighted thing which we have to remember, that the pair of 2 is 8 and the pair of 3 is 7. Now let's calculate how to calculate the cube root of any number. It's too easy. First, let me write down the steps which are important for calculating the cube root. The first step is always consider the last digit, right? Consider the last digit. How to consider the last digit? Let's take the example over here. The first example, for example, 941192. This is the example. What it is saying, our first step is consider the last digit. What is the last digit? It is 2. And as we already had seen, the last digit 2, the pair of 2 is 8, right? This we have to keep in mind. So just take the pair of 2 as 8. Now the second step is leave last 3 digits. Now remove this. Leave this last 3 digit, right? Once we remove it, only what remains? This 9411 is remained. Now the third step is from remaining number whose largest cube get minus. What this mean? What this step mean? This number had gone over here. Let me take this number again, which is 9941192. This is the number. What our first step was saying, just see the last digit, which is 2, and what is the pair of 2? It is 8. Now leave the last 3 digits. We remove this last 3 digits. Now whatever remember, it is 941, right? Then which one is the largest number, largest cube number, get minus from it? It is 9, right? 9 cube is 729. So it will get minus. So just write it down as 9. And this is the cube root of this number. Now let's take the second example. For example, 1 2 1 6 7. Just see the last digit, which is 7. The pair of 7, which we had already learned, which is the pair of 2 is 8 and pair of 3 is 7. Whatever on other numbers, the pair remains the same. Okay, so for 7 it is 3. Just write down as 3. Remove this last 3 digits. Remove this last 3 digit. Whatever is remain, whom largest cube will get minus from this? Whom, which is 2, right? The answer is 23. Now let's take the third example. For example, 185193. What is the last digit? It is 3. The pair of 3 is 7. Remove the last 3 digit. Whom largest cube will get minus from 185? It will be 6 cube is 216, so no, and then 5 is 125. So yes, 5 cube is getting minus from it. The answer is 57. Now let's take the next example, which is example number 4. For example, 704969. The last digit is 9 and 9 pair is 9 only. So remove last 3 digits, then only remains 704. Whom cube will get minus from 704? Which is 9 is 729 and 8 is 512. So 8 will get minus. So the answer is 89. Now let's take the next example, which is 6859. The last digit is 9. So just write it down as a 9. Remove these last 3 digits. 6 is remain. And what will get minus from 6? The cube of 1. So the answer is 90. Let's take the next example. 9261. What is the last digit? It is 1. Just write it down 1. And whom cube will get minus from 9, which is 2, which is 8, right? So this is how. Let's take some more examples like 157464. What's the last digit? It is 4. Remove last 3 digits. Whatever is remain, just minus the largest cube from 8. 157, which will get the 5. 125, right? Let's take the next example. 421875. 5, the last digit is 5. So we should write the 5 and remove the last 3 digits. Then 4 to 1. Whose cube get minus from the 4 to 1? Which is 7. 7 is 343 because 8 is 512 and 6 is 216. So 7. 7 cube will get minus from it. So 7. Now let's take the next example. 287496. 6 is the last digit. We should write it down as a 6. Remove last 6 digits. The last 3, 287. So 6 will get minus 216. 658503. Last digit is 3, which means 7. Remove the last 3 digit. Whomever get minus. 729 is 9 and 8 is 512. So 8 it will get minus from it. So the answer is 87. So whatever we learn in the conclusion. So the conclusion of this is as first one, pair of 2 is 8 and pair of 8 is 2. The pair of 3 is 7 and the pair of 7 is 3. This is the most highlighted part. Now the second point. Check the last digit. Whatever, if it is as 2, then take it as a 8. If it is as a 8, take it as a 2. This is the pair. If it is 3, take as a 7. If it is 7, take as a 3. This is second. Then other things like 1 ka 1, 3, 2 ka is 8, 3 ka 7, 4 ka 4, 5 ka 5, 6 ka 6, 7 ka 3, 8 ka 2, 9 ka 9, 0 ka 0. Now remove last 3 digits. Once you remove it, whatever is remain from remaining minus highest cube from it and write down the whom cube get minus from it. That's all. Such an easy topic, right? Okay, bye bye.